Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife, The Embers by Glass. Placeholder here, a little ribbon. I do enjoy these. Introduction. Night, snow, a mountain cave. This is Jen, ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you are all well. In this video, I thought we could just have a look at this book, simply. It is all three, so it's the full trilogy of His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. I have read the first one, but it was a long time ago, and I watched the film for the first one, and they didn't make a second or third film, which I was really sad about. And also I was confused because it didn't have the same name. I was like, am I buying the right thing? It didn't have the same name as like the film and the one I read. But so yeah, we're just gonna spend some time having a look, tracing, tapping, scratching. I'll remove the dust cover too because it's a nice hardback and get some sounds too. And once we've made some sounds, we can have a little read of the blurbs, anything else, little introductions or whatever. Let's see. Here it goes. So, Philip Pullman. I don't know any other of his work because I haven't really looked into him as an author. I only know this one. His Dark Materials. Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife, The Embers by Glass. Introduction by Lucy Hughes Hallett. Preface by the author. You can read those after. These little sparkly bits here. Like it's snowing. Is it snow or is it dust? Some of these animals. Everyman's Library publisher. Everyman's Library. We have our little placeholder here, a little ribbon. I do enjoy these. Little bookmark ribbons. It's nice when the book has that. Remarkable writing, courageous and dangerous, as the best art should be. The Times. Philip Pullman, is he the best storyteller ever? Observer. It's more of a question than a statement. One of the supreme literary dreamers and magicians of our time. Guardian. One of those books which one can hardly bear to close. The Scotsman. I trust that one more, The Scotsman. Once in a lifetime, a children's author emerges who is so extraordinary that the imagination of generations is altered. Lewis Carroll, E. Nesbit, C.S. Lewis, and Tolkien for all of this cast, so too is Philip Pullman, whose Dark Materials Trilogy will be devoured by anyone between 8 and 80. Oh, my son may be then. He's gonna be 8 in a few weeks. Seems a little dark for 8. We'll see. The most ambitious work since The Lord of the Rings. It is an intellectually thrilling, no, it is as intellectually thrilling as it is magnificently written. New Statesman. It's very high praise from the New Statesman. I read the first one, which was called The Golden Compass, when I read it. I guess maybe because of the film, perhaps, because that's what the first film was called. Well, the film was called. There isn't a second or a third, so. Which I'm really sad about. Did I say already? I think I did, but I am really sad about it. Oh, that's cute. Like, already in the first pages you have the Everyman's Library with a dog here in a triangle in a gold color. Sweet. And it is this rich, vibrant red. Looks very traditional, doesn't it? The red and the black and the gold. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Does the back have? Yeah, the back has this too. I love little details like that. It's so sweet. Like a very luxurious feeling with those little extras like that. Philip Pullman, His Dark Materials, Everyman's Library. I would prefer everyone's library, because this isn't going in a man's library. It's not the most satisfying sound, I feel like. It's like a fabric, if that makes sense. Like it really is fabric. It's not like a textured, like full leather or something. It's really just fabric. It's nice though. Even if the sounds are not my favorite. Okay, what do we have written in here? In our dust cover, our dust jacket. Other contemporary classics in Everyman's Library include A Ship, the African Trilogy, A Land, the House of the Spirits, Asimov, Foundation, and Empire. Second Foundation. What? Atwood, The Handmaid's Tale. Heard of that one? It's the first one I've heard of. Bassani, The Garden of the Finzi Continis. Don't know that one. Bradbury, The Stories of Ray Bradbury. Bulgakov, The Master and Margarita. Calvino, If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. Dahl, Corrected Stories, like Roald Dahl. Eco, The Name of the Rose. P. Fitzgerald, 6 novels, 2 volumes. Okay. Forster, Howard's End, and A Passage to India. Okay, heard of them. Fraser, Flashman, Flash for Freedom, Flashman and the Great Game, Grass, The Tin Drum, Green, Brighton Rock, The Human Factor, Lampedusa, The Leper, blessing stories, Levi. If this is a man, the truce and the periodic table. Malthus, the Cairo trilogy, the Cardio trilogy, the Cairo trilogy. 3 novels of ancient Egypt. Marquez, the general in his labyrinth. Love in the time of cholera. 100 Years of Solitude. McCarthy, the Border trilogy. Mishima, the Temple of the Golden Pavilion. Morrison, Beloved, Song of Solomon. I'm regretting reading all of these. It's too long. Monroe, Carried Away, a selection of stories. I can't not finish them. Nabokov, Lolita, Pale Fire, Nin Speak, and Memory. Naples, The House of Mr. Biswas. I like that name, Biswas. Narayan, 7 novels, 2 volumes. O'Brien, The Complete Novels. Ondaatje, The English Patient. Orwell, Burmese Days, Keep the Aspidistra Flying. Coming Up for Air, 1 volume. Animal Farm, Essays, 1984. Pamuk, My Name is Red and Snow. Pasternak, Dr. Zhivago. Rushdie, Midnight's Children. Scott, The Raj Quarter, 2 volumes. And Spark, 4 novels, 1 volume. We'll see if I cut that out in editing. No, I'll keep it in. Because you guys are just sitting back and relaxing, listening. Okay. In his award-winning fantasy trilogy, His Dark Materials, Phil Pullman invents a richly detailed and marvelously imagined world that is complex and thought-provoking, enough to enthrall readers of all ages. Northern Lights introduces Lyra, an orphan who lives in a parallel universe in which science, theology, and magic are entwined. Lyra's search for a kidnapped friend uncovers a sinister plot involving stolen children and turns into a quest to understand a mysterious phenomenon called dust. In The Subtle Knife, she is joined on her journey by Will, a boy who possesses a knife that can cut windows between worlds. As Lyra learns the truth about her parents and her prophesied destiny, the 2 young people are caught up in a war against celestial powers that ranges across many worlds and leads to a thrilling conclusion in The Amber Spyglass. The epic story Pullman tells is not only a spellbinding adventure featuring armored polar bears, yes, I love that part, magical devices, witches and demons, it is also an audacious and profound reimagining of Milton's Paradise Lost, an utterly entrancing blend of metaphysical speculation and bravura storytelling. I don't know what bravura means. His Dark Materials is a monumental and enduring achievement. Jacket illustration by Kate Bailey and the design by Peter B. Wilberg. I like it. I like your design. That sounds so cool. I absolutely love the armored polar bears. So cool. I really hope they end up doing follow-ups to the films. Every man, I will go with thee and be thy guide, in thy most need to go by thy side. Okay, Northern Lights was in 1995, Subtle Knife in 97, and Amber Spyglass in 2000. And then a few things added after. Yeah. Okay, let's go for the introduction now. We can read a bit of that. Let's see how long it is. Okay, it's a long introduction. My goodness. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's pretty long. I don't know if we're gonna read all of that. Maybe just a little of it. A little of it. Just a little. Chronology. Don't know if that's much interesting. Historical background. Don't know about that. And his preface. The preface. Maybe the preface is a little more readable for this video. We'll see. I would like to read a bit of the introduction anyway. Introduction. Night, snow, a mountain cave, a makeshift forge, a smith at work with a hammer made of smashed rock, a fire fierce enough to fuse metal and to scorch the skin of the workers, the smells of flaring resin and singed hair and charred bone, the clangor of the work, the roar of the workmen, a task requiring physical endurance, the skill of a master craftsman, and the trance-like concentration of an artist. A magical knife is being repaired. The one that cuts through the different dimensions, I guess. This is a pivotal episode in Philip Pullman's modern epic. Its literary ancestry is grand. Homer's Hephaestus at work on Achilles' marvelous shield haunts it. So do memories of Beowulf's sword, Hrunting, which fails him, as this knife has failed Pullman's boy hero. In his fight with a monstrous mother, so most insistently does Wagner's Siegfried reforging the sword Nothung, which will assist him in playing his part in the downfall of the old gods. Okay, it's very lofty, isn't it? None of these antecedents, though, is mentioned. Like the spectres, Pullman's horrid wraiths who feed on human consciousness, they are invisible to children and adults unaware of the literary tradition within which he is working loose only one of the subsidiary pleasures Pullman's writing offers. Yeah, let's go to the preface. The preface. Yeah. I began to write this novel with little sense of the plot, even less notion of the theme, and only the vaguest idea of the characters. I'm convinced that that's the way to do it. I tried to work out the plan of a novel once when I was young, ahead of writing it. It was an excellent plan. It took me months and covered page after page, and in the end I was so fed up with the damn thing I threw it away and started a quite different novel with no preparation at all, which came out much better. I suppose these things are partly temperamental. I know that some excellent writers make a great thing of planning every book before they write it, but it doesn't work for me. Yeah, this you like me reading to you like this in like a reading to you ASMR style casual thing, I do a series over on Patreon. We just finished chapter 6 of the Bill Bryson novel, A Walk in the Woods. So if you like this, you'll like that. Okay. One thing such a technique prevents is what I think every long book must have, if I'm not to go mad writing it, and that's the element of surprise. I had no idea what Eirik Bernison, the armoured bear, would say when Lyra first came face to face with him. His vulnerability to strong drink was a huge surprise. I knew there was going to be a boy called Will, but his reason for running away and thus meeting Lyra was a complete mystery to me until it happened. As for Lee Scoresby, I was as ignorant of his existence as the Egyptians themselves, the sentence before he turned up. The surprises are pleasant and exciting. They feel like a kind of reward. If I knew they were coming, I wouldn't enjoy them at all. In the first sentence above, I mentioned something called the theme. By that, I mean what the book is about, in some fundamental sense. I've heard that some writers decide on a theme first, and then make up some characters and a plot to exemplify it. They seem to get on all right, but again, it wouldn't work for me. A book, especially a long book like His Dark Materials, has to have some sort of theme, or else you'll be working for a long time. This story took me 7 years in a moral vacuum. But that doesn't mean that you have to decide what the theme is. If you're working as seriously as you know how to, for a matter of years, then a theme will emerge, whether you want it to or not. It'll be something you think very important. It might be the most important thing you know. Once you know what it is, you can shape the story more precisely to help it show up. But it's a mistake to rely on the theme to lead the story for you. I think I did that in a couple of places in this book, and it's the worst for it. But there we are. We're never too old to learn. Next time I shall remember the story should lead and the theme will emerge in its own time and in its own way. Besides, if you want to write something perfect, write a haiku. Anything longer is bound to have a few passages that don't work as well as they might. So here is a story that was the best I could do at the time, written with all the power and all the love I had, about the things I think most important in the world. I think it was worth writing. I hope you think it's worth reading. Philip Pullman. Oh, that's so lovely. So lovely. Almost like he's a writer. His Dark Materials is a story in 3 volumes. The first volume is set in a universe just like ours, but different in many ways. The second volume, The Subtle Knife, moves between 3 universes. The universe of Volume 1, the universe we know, and the third universe, which differs from ours in many ways again. The final volume of the trilogy, The Amber Spyglass, moves between several universes. Note, the word demon, which appears throughout the book, is to be pronounced like the English word demon. Okay. I already was. Into this wild abyss, the womb of nature and perhaps her grave, of neither sea nor shore, nor air nor fire, but all these in their pregnant causes mixed, confusedly, and which thus must ever fight, unless the Almighty Maker them ordain His dark materials to create more worlds. Into this wild abyss the weary fiend stood on the brink of hell, and looked awhile, pondering his voyage. John Milton, Paradise Lost, Book 2. Part 1, Oxford. Part 2, Bolvangar. Part 3, Svalbard. Yeah. Part 1, Oxford. The Decanter of Tokay. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the reading there. Maybe pop the cover back on. Okay, I'm excited to get reading. It's such a cozy story for me. It's not a happy story, it's more of like a nostalgic, bittersweet kind of thing. It's not really a lovely story, even though it is, you know. Okay, so that is everything I have to show you for this evening. Just hanging out and having a little look at my new book. I hope you enjoyed it and found it relaxing. If you made it to this part in the video without falling asleep, I would like you to pop a polar bear emoji in the comments, if there is one. Otherwise, you can just pop a bear and some snow. I know what you mean. I will see your support. You can just pop that in with your comment. Let me know if you've read these or if you've seen the first film. I keep saying the first film like they're gonna make more. They're not gonna make more. I'm so sad. If you've seen the film or read these books, let me know what you think. I think it's a little dark for an 8-year-old. I don't think I'm gonna read it to my son just yet. Okay, so I hope that every single one of my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels are well, wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you. I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are in Mantua, NJ, is that New Jersey? I don't know, I'm sorry. I think so. So Mantua, New Jersey in the USA. Like my lovely, lovely patron, Billy. Hey Billy, I hope you're well. Thank you for all of your lovely, lovely continued support. And Billy has a little message for us. Looking forward to hot days, cool nights, and relaxing sleep. Happy spring, everyone. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Looking forward to hot days, cool nights, and relaxing sleep. Happy spring, everybody. And I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely